Lexington police and the coroner have launched a homicide investigation after finding a man dead inside a moving truck. What we've learned about the case.
Lexington police are searching for at least 2 suspects who they believe are responsible for shooting a 24-year-old man inside his apartment.
And a sign of the season in downtown Lexington tonight, a big crowd lined the streets for the city's annual Christmas parade.
This is WKYT News at 11.
Good evening to you. Tonight, a disturbing discovery in Lexington has sparked a mystery. Investigators are trying to figure out who killed a man found dead inside a moving van.
Someone found the man's body this afternoon on a side road off Alexandria Drive near Viley Road. The coroner is telling us this is now a homicide investigation. Garrett Weimer has the latest in our top story at 11.
It isn't far from the road. The Penske truck, now the center of this investigation, parked on a driveway off Alexandria Drive. Inside the cab, investigators say they found 33-year-old Barry Slavin of Harrodsburg dead.
It does appear that another person's taken his life, so we're investigating as a homicide.
The coroner says it does appear that someone else shot the man, although he is not releasing where the gunshot wound was. He's also not said what he believes caused Slavin's death. Family members at the scene told us they grew concerned after they hadn't heard from or seen Slavin in about a day. Investigators say they don't yet know how long he was inside the truck.
That'll be a part of the police investigation in order to look at things like cell phones and take some statements from people that's been close to him. So we'll be looking and trying to find out those key people that saw him last alive and things of that nature, have talked with him last on his cell phone, something of that nature, but we haven't determined that yet.
Police were on the scene well into the evening, scouring the area for clues or evidence that could lead them to Slavin's killer. In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
The coroner says that Slavin's body will be taken to Frankfort. An autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow.
As Lexington police looked for clues in that case, they were also investigating a shooting at an apartment on the same side of town. Police say a man was shot inside his home at an apartment complex near the intersection of Red Mile Road and Horseman's Lane this afternoon. As Monique Blair tells us, police couldn't find a sign of a break-in at the home.
Lexington police tell me when they got here to the University Trails apartment complex around 2:30 Tuesday afternoon, they found one 24-year-old male victim suffering from one gunshot wound in his stomach. The victim was taken to UK Hospital, and Lexington police spent several hours interviewing possible witnesses.
There were a couple that were in the area at the time.
Police are looking for 2 male suspects along with a silver passenger car. Other than that, details are vague, so police are hoping the victim can provide them with more information on who shot him.
He was conscious and talking to us, but we just really haven't had a good chance to sit down and talk to him and try to get more details.
Rowena Sweeting walks by this apartment complex every day, and although she says seeing police activity isn't common, she still takes steps to make sure she is safe.
Either if I have somebody with me or I'm going somewhere close, or, I have my phone with me at all times, so in case anything happens.
Police tell me there was no sign of a break-in at the victim's apartment, leaving them to believe the suspects and the victim may have known each other.
That's what we're trying to find out. How did these people and him know each other? We don't know if they're acquaintances or they were let in or what the circumstances are yet.
Now, this apartment complex is privately owned, but Lexington police tell me UK does rent out several of the units here, and although several UK students do live here, police are not sure whether or not the victim is a UK student. In Lexington, Monique Blair, WKYT.
Police say there was someone else in the victim's apartment when the shooting happened, but that person is not considered to be a suspect at this time.
Seems we just can't get rid of all this rain. It looks like another round of wet weather will be moving in for tomorrow. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has an early look at that forecast. Chris?
Yeah, it's been 4 consecutive days of soaking rains into much of central and eastern Kentucky, guys. We've been paying the price with that, obviously, with the nasty weather, but our creeks and streams are up there as well. Still, a flood warning for Stoner Creek and Paris. Minor flooding is forecast here. Should be cresting during the overnight at just a little above flood stage. Folks up there around Stoner Creek, we've been through through something like that a million times. Unfortunately, this isn't, or fortunately, this is not a big deal. We look at Defender, and let's give you a tour into eastern Kentucky, because you know what? Rains are gearing back up here, and I've got some lightning showing up into parts of southern Kentucky as well. Welcome to December. Hazard, Hindman, down into the Harlan area with some heavier downpours. Look at that little bit of thunderstorm action firing up between Monticello and Whitley City to the south of Somerset. 2 lightning strikes in the past 15 minutes. That will continue to work its way quickly toward the northeast. A couple of sprinkles trying to pop again across the Lexington Metro. I want to broaden out the view, though, to show you what's coming down the road. Notice the break in the action around St. Louis. We may catch a few hours of sun tomorrow. Then the rain and snow showers behind that will be working across the Ohio Valley, giving us the potential for a few snowflakes as we go into Wednesday night. I'm happy to be talking about anything but rain in that forecast, guys. 7-day outlook comes your way in 10 minutes.
Tonight, police have arrested a mother that they say gave her baby a drug commonly used to treat a dependence on opioid painkillers.
The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office charged 29-year-old Chastity Lewis with criminal abuse. Investigators say Lewis told them the baby had been suffering from withdrawal, so she gave the child Subutex.
She was taking the medicine while pregnant, in which affect, the child. And of course, it had some issues, at birth. And this is only a 5-day-old child.
Investigators say Lewis shaved off part of a pill, crushed it up, and rubbed the baby's pacifier in it. Lewis didn't want to talk to us from jail today. The sheriff says the baby is still recovering at Kentucky Children's Hospital. Tonight, investigators say 2 men arrested after a high-speed chase in Scott County are part of a Florida gang that steals expensive items from homes. Police arrested Kareem Brown and David Scott after the chase last month. Inside their car, police say they found items stolen from a Laurel County home. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office says more than $10,000 in items were stolen during that burglary.
The burglary happened in the middle of the day when there was nobody at home. It was forced entry. That's the MO of this gang. Where they do commit their burglaries, they force entry, and that's the items they steal. It's gold, jewelry, and electronics, and that's what they stole here.
Police are still looking for a third suspect, Christopher Wooten. They say the 3 men are part of the so-called Snap Money Gang. Police aren't sure why the home in Laurel County was targeted.
New tonight, the Fayette County Health Department has confirmed Lexington's first flu case of the season. But health leaders have not released any details about the case. They say this, though, is a good reminder to get a flu shot if you haven't done so. In Kentucky, flu season is usually peaking in late January or early February. The Centers for Disease Control lists Kentucky's statewide flu activity as local. New tonight, the widow and young son of a fallen Richmond police officer will be honored during the city's Christmas parade. Richmond city leaders say that Katie and Luke Ellis will be the grand marshals of the parade on Friday night. They'll be escorted by Richmond police by the chief, Larry Brock. Officer Daniel Lewis died 2 days after being shot last month while investigating an attempted robbery. The parade will be held on Lancaster Avenue and Main Street beginning around 6:45 Friday night.
We want to thank all of you who stopped by WKYT today to help the Mission of Hope Christmas collection. You help pack our lobby with toys, clothes, and hygiene items that will help thousands of Kentucky children and their families. Mission of Hope began its Christmas campaign nearly 20 years ago, and organizers say it grows every year.
Christmas is a chance where we can impact kids and just make special memories. We do everything new, and it touches the volunteers' hearts.
It is not too late to help the Mission of Hope Christmas collection. You can bring your donations tomorrow until 5 to the WKYT studios here on Winchester Road in Lexington. Despite the damp weather tonight, many people gathered in downtown Lexington for the city's annual Christmas parade down Main Street. As usual, it included bands, floats, and of course, Santa Claus. People we talked to say it's a good event for the entire family.
It was pretty good, man. Exciting time with my 4-year-old. It's always good to see him excited.
Our own Barbara Bailey, Bill Bryant, and Micah Harris also rode in the parade, waving to the many people gathered there on Main Street. Won't be long, but Christmas will be here soon.
I know, it's coming soon. Tonight, police in Somerset are asking people who use ATMs to be on the lookout for thieves.
Police say bank employees found 3 credit card skimmers at ATMs around the city. Thieves used the skimmers to steal personal information and money from credit cards. Police released surveillance pictures of a woman they say placed a skimmer at a bank in Somerset. They're looking for, and others think others could be involved.
That female actually installed the skimmer and was able to come back and retrieve it after a certain amount of time.
Police say skimmers are usually attached over ATM card slots with adhesive. They suggest wiggling a card slot before you use it to make sure nothing suspicious is attached to it.
Today, Defense Secretary Ash Carter told Congress that the United States will soon get more deeply involved in the war against the Islamic State. Much of the strategy will involve special operation forces. About 200 of them will be based in northern Iraq, where they will launch raids against ISIS. Carter calls it a targeting force.
This is an important capability because it takes advantage of what we're good at, and it puts everybody on notice in Syria. You don't know at night who's going to be coming in the window.
Until now, American commando raids against ISIS have been few and far between. By basing forces inside Iraq, U.S. defense leaders hope to increase the frequency of those raids, but it also brings an increased risk of American casualties.
Tonight, we have an update on a broken pipe that left the Lexington Rescue Mission with an expensive repair bill. As we first told you last night at 11, the pipe will cost nearly $12,000 to repair. Insurance will cover some of it, and the Rescue Mission needed donations to pay for the rest. After our story aired, the Rescue Mission says it received enough donations to cover expenses. The pipe should be repaired by Sunday, but the Rescue Mission will have to close for repairs from Thursday through Sunday.
And new tonight, the University of Kentucky Transplant Center says it set a new record this year. So far, the center has performed 38 adult heart transplants in 2015, and that's a record for most heart transplants performed by a Kentucky medical center in a single year. The previous record was 27. UK leaders say only 25 medical centers in the country perform more than 30 heart transplants in a year.
Tonight, we've learned a Kentucky native will be moving on to the next round of The Voice. Jordan Smith of Harlan County has advanced to the semifinals of the NBC show. Last night, he performed the song Hallelujah. That performance has already climbed into the top 5 of the iTunes list of top 100 songs. Jordan will perform on The Voice again next week. And another singer from Eastern Kentucky will be stepping into the national spotlight this weekend. Floyd County native Troye Burchett will perform his song The Spirit Survives Saturday on the RFD TV channel show Virginia Dream Center Stage. Burchett wrote the song for his father, who died of cancer.
I've never had the opportunity to do anything this big before. And being from Eastern Kentucky and from a small town, you have a lot of dreams, but sometimes it's hard to get there from here.
Burchett is legally blind, but he says he doesn't let that stop him from writing music and performing it. His performance will air Saturday afternoon at 5:30 on RFD TV.
New tonight, some video you have to see to believe out of northern Kentucky. The Kenton County Police Department posted this video to its Facebook page today. Police say that one of their officers noticed a deer coming towards his car, and he tried to steer away, but as you can plainly see, his cruiser hit the deer, causing it to flip over the front of the hood and onto the ground. Amazingly, the deer got up right there and ran off. Police say as far as they know, the deer is okay, but they say the cruiser did have some damage. I think all of us have seen this for the first time, want to see it again and again, because it's hard to believe it does get up and takes off.
And pretty amazing, because a lot of times when deer will hit your car, it's really bad in terms of the damage, and sometimes you get injured. So
sure.
good news. Everybody's okay, I guess. Well,